So last week I made a sim with only using but the base game, but I used the story mode feature in Create a Sim. And with the story mode feature, I was given a career and aspiration, set traits, but also set skills and starter simoleons, which I find very, very interesting. And so I thought, why not use the same exact sim that I made, but use the starter simoleons to build them a house with only using but the base game, no mods, no CC, and see what we can possibly do to make it happen for my sim. Now, if you didn't see the video that I made last week, I will link it down below in the description so you can kind of get a gist of what the story mode feature is. It's not CC, it's not a mod, it's actually within the game itself, so I think you all should try it out for yourself. But in the base game, if you didn't know, in 2014, we only had two worlds, which was Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. But a couple years later of the Sims 4 franchise, we were given a blank sandbox world called Newcrest, which honestly is one of my ultimate favorite worlds to build in. Good lighting, empty world, no pre-made Sims, no pre-made lots. And so I thought, why not build my sim a little house in Newcrest to just kind of start things off and see what we can possibly do and build Newcrest. So I'm thinking for this house, I want to make it relatively small. So we're going to go with a box. That seems simple enough. Cut this out and maybe like a smaller bump out on the back. That seems simple enough, I find. But I want to make it more, interesting because I kind of low-key want to have a little, dormer on the second floor and get access up there through a ladder. So let's figure out that later when we get to that point. But we're going to add in all of our roof pieces. We're going to copy and pasta all the same pieces because one, we don't have time to figure out what roof we need. And second of all, I don't have patience like that anymore. Now, I really hate this little thing sticking out right here. It's so annoying when stuff happens like this all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this roof piece, move it forward, hold down my shift button, push the eave in, copy the same roof, and then pull the eaves up. Boom! Simple and easy. What a wonderful tutorial. And maybe I kind of want to do something for the backyard as well, like samesies. So maybe we'll take not that one, not that round one, maybe like the flat one could be really cool because I don't really use round pieces that much and I find that they're quite, a bit of a hassle. Like maybe something like that could be really cool, and then we could probably add in like the fencing. But since we're gonna have stairs here, I think we'll take this out like right here, and then we'll put like a column that we had in the front. Like we'll put it like right here and then one right here. Now I don't want to go too fancy with everything. I just want to keep all the bare basics and keep it very simple. But I want to have a ladder that goes up to here for a small little office because I think the sizing of this whole house, this does not seem like we're going to fit an office in here, but we might be able to. Okay, so my plan didn't work that I was trying to figure out this roof piece over here. So I went ahead and actually just made it an open area so you can sit out here, lounge a little bit, and do whatever you really want. Maybe do some art painting or whatever. But essentially, this is an open area, and we have like this small little room right here that may or may not be out in the open, but that's okay. It's only base game. We might suffer a little bit, but hey, that's the price that we're willing to pay. So let's figure this out. Let's go ahead and actually, I'll make this a foyer area over here. And then I'm thinking of making this part like the bedroom. We'll have the bathroom along this wall right here. And then we'll have like a living room, dining room, maybe like a little even kitchen over here. And then we'll lead out to like the backyard. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Easy peasy. We're gonna go simple, broke, and sad, just like America. But we're gonna go with something more easy peasy. We'll go with like a gray theme here. Using the end tables in The Sims 4, quite useful, because you can add like, a clock or a stereo or like a nice little plant. Or like whatever you want to do for like decorations, which seems perfect. We'll add a mirror here. That seems simple because I was going to add one here in the entrance, but I think one in the bedroom seems more practical. We'll go with this one. This one's more cheaper and it looks nice. So we'll go with that, and we'll have it in like in more of a tan color or like a off cream white color. We'll go with that one. Maybe we'll also have like the living room. I'm thinking we'll go with something like something simple and plain Jane. We'll go with like a tan. I don't know what kind of color scheme I really want to go for, to be honest, because color scheme is not like on my mindset right now, but I'm thinking it might come down at that point later. So maybe I'll just go with the brown. The brown is what I always tend to go for anyway. We'll go with like a white couch. move this back ever so slightly so it can be, so we have like some walking distance between like, you know, the entrance door to like the kitchen dining room area. This will be the kitchen and we'll make do with like the dining room. It'll be very, very small. Okay, let's take this out real quick. We'll copy this and we'll get the other roof or the other pieces for the counter and we'll just kind of make it slightly better. It's giving Johnny Zest vibes of how small Johnny Zest's kitchen was in his old trailer after I actually, or before I renovated and made him a brand new house. So this is like looking like a bit of a step up. This could be Johnny's, you know, little vacation rental home for a bit of on a cheaper side. So he seems poor, but he's actually rich. So maybe this could be like his other little homey home. So that'll be our kitchen. But do I have enough money to add in a microphone? $250. I can add in that. So maybe I'll add this in the corner. And then I have enough money for a guitar. For this one, it's like 600 simoleons. And I can have that right here. So that kind of takes the gist of like our career and our skills. And we only have 3,000 simoleons left. Do I want to go with orange? I think I want to go with like a tan. Maybe if I go tan throughout the entire house, my problems will be solved. But then like a yellow nice starter home does make everything different, a little bit brighter, a little bit more exciting. But now I don't like what I did here. We'll do it like that. We'll ease my pain with the, you know, bumping out the bathroom, make it a little bit bigger. Might spend a little bit more money, but that's the price I'm willing to pay to ease my sanity. But anyway, back to my floor. I'm going to press Control F on my keyboard, and I'm going to do this whole funky triangular fancy flooring that I always end up doing in literally all of my builds. Every time I use this flooring, I always do this because one, I can, and two, it just looks more fancier that way and I kind of like it. And I think everyone should do it in their builds, no matter who you are. It just makes the floor look more different and it just looks better that way. That's 45 simoleons. That's the best thing ever. Wait, hold up. How expensive is this one? 60 simoleons? You know, let's go a little bit cheaper today on our little avenues of life because that's expensive. Taking this console table right here, doing the same color. That goes on the table? Really? No way. I kind of low-key just want to size it back down just because it just seems better that way. But a bigger TV seems better, but a cheaper, bigger TV just makes it 10,000 times better. So maybe, no, not like that. That would just make it fall off to the edge and break. I think that seems okay enough. Like it's all on the table, so it's okay. Let's go to debug and we're going to go all the way down and get our debug landscaping and our debug fencing. But first and foremost, fencing is a must. So we'll just go with the plain Jane one that we always end up using. This one. We'll use this one right here and we'll just like wrap it around our entire house. I'm thinking of actually, let's be real here. Take this out and then put this piece right here. That way I can make a little pathway from here to over here that we have like something for the backyard. Yeah, that could work. Now, we don't have anything remotely that we can put back here besides like more fake plants and decorations to make it a little bit more fuller. But that's all we really got. That's all we can really work for right now at this moment. So we need to figure out how we're going to do that. Yeah, now I have my plan working according to plan, which is so nice and perfect. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can say that I'm not powerful today. We'll do something like that, and then we'll just keep using these little low lighting flower things underneath so it matches. We'll size them down though because they seem a little bit too big right now. I think I have enough in my budget to actually use like buyable plans instead of using debug, but debug just really makes it work for me all the time. But before we even try and do that, we need to add in some other extra like foliage and plant that I might want to add to the wall. Maybe I'll add in like this plant right here. I think that looks really nice. So let's find these 30 simoleons. That's a little bit expensive. I can't afford a hedge of any kind, but I can't afford these. There are 25 simoleons. These are quite gigantic. These are debug. I can size those up, make it easier for myself. Size that up. Move this back though. Move this right here. Move this right here. All I need to do is like cover this part up. Oh wait, no, I can add that in. Oh, that seems perfectly fine. I can't afford that one. That would have been perfect. Actually, no. Put this in here. That costs money. No, it's debug. It seems like it's crowded, but it's good crowded, I find. And it seems perfectly normal, at least to me. So we are not going to talk about how crazy it looks. So I decided to remove the desk and chair from upstairs so we have at least something in the backyard to fill in our space, so we can afford 2 planter boxes. That is all we can take, because now I think what we can probably also do is maybe add in a second, maybe even a third chair table. Can we afford a grill? That's 650 simoleons. Never mind, no grill for us. So maybe we'll just add in a nice little table like out here. Could be really cool. Take out 1 planter box. Keep this one so we can add in at least, I think, 4 chairs. No way. Okay, we can add in 4 chairs. That looks so much better. The backyard feels a little bit more full and more grand. It's a work in progress. You have all this space, but you have room for improvement. I've been sitting here for 2 hours figuring out this entire house, from the landscaping alone, the whole building portion and roofing. Well, roofing did take a lot more time than I expected to be, but you know, I did something that was not needed, but it was something that I was willing to try. So this video might be even shorter than normal because I have to cut out so much. Yeah, I think this house is pretty much done. We already have everything on the inside already, like the bedroom, the bathroom, the living room, the kitchen / dining room. We have our entertainment for our career, some books for reading, a bunch of plants and pictures and whatnot to really call it our home. And I feel like I'm missing 1 curtain. I am. I can't afford this curtain because it's too expensive. It's literally 60 simoleons. I guess we'll just be left with 39 simoleons then. That's fine. That's okay. It's only 17,000 simoleons. That is crazy. Well, it definitely is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And I'm gonna say I built a starter home with only, ooh, can it spell? With only 20K. That's kind of wild. Kind of wild, honestly. I think I did it. I think I did this house justice. All I used was straight up base game, but I think I did this house justice. It has a lot of character. You can do a lot of improvements, but I think it worked. It works very, very well. And I might just do it again at some point. I don't know. But either way, as always, I do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what do you thought of this build? Have you ever tried to build a house with only using base game, but only having a certain amount of simoleons that you can use to build your Sims house? If you have, let me know. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!